Hello, I'm Anthony Hughes. In this video, I will further explore working with pitch and duration in Dorico. We'll cover how you need to worry only about the duration of notes you need. Dorico will format those notes in a way that conforms to standard conventions. We'll look at dotted notes in the same context and how to input them. We'll then take a look at how to change the options that control how notes are grouped and written. I'll tell you a bit about Dorico and tonality, accidentals and enharmonic spellings. Finally, we'll cover the pitch before duration input method that reverses the order in which you choose, well, pitch and duration. If you're just starting out with Dorico and haven't yet watched my video about inputting music using the mouse or keyboard, you might want to watch that first and then come back here to carry on. There'll be a link in the corner and in the description below. Dorico uses well-researched rules that underpin the standard music notation conventions to inform how durations are to be expressed as notes, including tied notes and dotted notes. These rules have been mined from years of experience and best practices and mean that you do not need to worry about which note values should be used in particular contexts, but rather just how long your notes need be. Dorico then uses its intelligence to express the notes as per the rules and conventions it knows about and notates music in the clearest and easiest way to read and perform from. As an example, I'm going to move the caret into the bar by 1/4 note and input a half note duration. Dorico knows that it's important to show the half bar point, and so notates this duration as 2 tied quarter notes. What's more, I'm now free to move this note to another rhythmic position, and by doing so, Dorico renotates it to keep following the rules. It means I can input a duration that will span a bar line, and Dorico handles the tie correctly on my behalf. You don't need to worry about specifying correct note values. Dorico does it all for you. This can be extremely useful in an educational setting, and I don't mind admitting I'm very glad for the assistance myself. In order to input dotted notes, once you've selected a duration, click the dotted note button in the Notes toolbox. The button is sticky, meaning it will stay on until either you turn it off or choose a different duration. You can use the key command period to turn dotted notes on and off, and that also works outside of note input. If you press and hold the dotted note button, you can access double, triple, and even quadruple dotted note values. Use the key command Alt plus the period key to cycle through the different number of dots. Remember that dotted notes may be rendered as tied notes if the options dictate that this is what should happen. Now, the various rules Dorico uses to influence how music is treated are grouped into different areas and presented as sets of options that let you choose between different conventions and standards. Different genres and styles of music follow different conventions, so it's important to have the freedom to switch between them. The options for note grouping, such as we've been looking at in this video, are found in Notation Options. Notation options can be accessed from the Library menu and are available in Dorico Pro and Elements. You can also use the key command Ctrl-Shift-N from anywhere in the program, and that's Command-Shift-N on Mac. Click to select the note grouping category. The different options have pictures that show you what they mean and how they will affect the music. For example, I can choose to notate notes of multiple beats in the middle of the bar as a single note. When I apply my changes, the music is updated to follow the new rule. It's an extremely powerful and fundamental part of the Dorico experience. We've worked hard to create a set of default options that satisfy many types of musical notation. But it's important to know that if you're not seeing the results you expect, there will likely be an option to control that behavior. Let's have a little look at some pitch and tonality features. The standard natural, flat, and sharp accidentals are found in the Notes panel, easily accessible with the 0, minus, and plus keys at the top of the computer keyboard. Double or triple sharps and flats are found over in the Key Signatures panel, where the full set of accidentals included in the current tonality system are listed. You can switch the tonality system to 24 equal divisions of the octave to access microtonal accidentals. Indeed, Dorico allows you to define your own tonality systems, though that's an area I shall tackle another day. When inputting notes using a MIDI keyboard, Dorico uses the current key signature and the immediate context to inform enharmonic spelling. You might notice some notes being rewritten as you progress and the context changes. If you need to respell a note yourself, then select it, hold down Alt and use the key commands for sharp and flat to respell using the note above or the note below. You can generally go a couple of steps in each direction to get the spelling you're after. On the keyboard panel, there are also buttons for respelling notes. For information about moving notes both in pitch and rhythmic position, look out for my separate video that will cover these topics in detail. Everything we've done so far assumes the Dorico default workflow of choosing a duration first and then entering a pitch. However, you can reverse that order if you wish by enabling pitch before duration input with this button or the key command K. When note input is active with pitch before duration enabled, clicking with the mouse, typing A to G on your computer keyboard, or playing a note on a MIDI keyboard will draw a grey note at the caret, which can be updated or replaced by choosing a different note. Only when you choose a duration is the note actually input. This allows you to try out different notes or chords before committing to the one you want. In Preferences Note Input and Editing category, there's an option to specify pitch before duration as the default method in new projects. And you can also choose how that affects the input of accidentals, rhythm dots, and articulations, either setting them up before inputting the note or allowing them to be triggered once the note has been entered. I'm Anthony Hughes. Thanks for watching.